Show.
Hi, everybody. I'm Rich Myers, and welcome to the Rich Myers Podcast Show. I'm here tonight with Linda Marks. What you been up to?
At the minute holding a purring Max. That beyond the moment of having a purring cat in my arms, my 16th studio album, Queen of the Angels, came out this year, and it was just submitted for Best Contemporary Folk Album and Best Immersive Album for this year's Grammys. I mixed it in Dolby Atmos as well as stereo, and so immersive sound is amazing. Most people haven't had that experience, but once I experienced it, I was hooked. You can really feel the music a lot more. And one of the songs from this album, one of the lead singles, which is called You're Not Alone, that my dear friend Dimitris Nezis, who's from Greece, and I recorded together as a duet. I had written the song specifically as a duet for us to sing together, was submitted for Best American Roots Song. So that's one part of what I've been up to lately. In addition to that, since it's about a 2-year cycle from starting to write songs from an album to when it's released, I wrote all the songs for my 17th studio album that's coming out in March of 2027. And the three Windfall sort of lead singles are getting ready to be released. The first one is the first cover that I've arranged and recorded in 10 years. And it's actually the 50th anniversary of the original release of this song. At the time, it was called Soft Rock, but now it's called Yacht Rock. And yeah, I know. And it was recorded by England Dan and John Ford Coley, who were Dan Seals, the brother of Jim Seals of Seals and Croft, and John Ford Coley. And the song is "I'd Really Love to See You Tonight." And when I was a little girl, I loved that song, and I happened to encounter John Ford Coley sort of randomly in Nashville last October, and he had this really cool piano pin on his lapel, so that led to a conversation. And as he was leaving, and he's a really funny guy, as we were saying goodbye, I asked him his name, and he said John Ford Coley, and then I remembered all of the songs. I thanked him actually for all those songs, and I started to become obsessed with "I'd Really Love to See You Tonight," so I arranged it, and my arrangement has Suzanne Grisana on saxophone. It has a string arrangement that John DeJong did for violin, viola, and cello, as well as piano, as well as vocal harmonies I put together, as well as bass and drums and guitars and all that jazz. And Justine Blazer, who's been my producer, she also produced Queen of the Angels. She's the producer for my 2027 album, and she does some background vocals. So I'm very excited that is going to be released on August 29th, this year being the 50-year anniversary of the original release. And a second of the lead singles, which is a really fun song. The audience loves it. It's completely different. It's because I write some funny songs. It's called My AI Boyfriend. And yes, and actually, even though the whole song was written by humans and produced by humans and doesn't have a drop of AI in it, when we made the video for it, I work with a local sound engineer named Doug Hammer, who I've worked with for more than 15 years, in addition to going to Nashville to do my work with Justine. Doug Hammer and I had to use AI to create a video to go with my AI boyfriend, and it's really cute and really funny. So I can't wait to release not only the song, which will be released November 6th, but also the video that goes with it, because people are going to laugh and laugh and laugh. So those are two of the things I've been up to. I have more on that project, and I even have started to write songs for the 2028 album, because that's just how it works. One of those songs, it's called Silence, and it's about estrangement. People love that song. I performed it like within a few days of having written it. I performed it at a gig within a few days of having written it, and people were already having a really deep response. So I'm very grateful, that that's a song that seems like it's really reaching people. And one person even came up to me to say, no one's written about estrangement. So the closest that they could think of was Heart of the Matter, but that's not really about estrangement, but it's in that direction. So I'm really looking forward to when I get to do the recording with the arrangement, because I think it's going to be a very poignant recording. So that's some of what I've been up to.
It sounds like a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I usually do a lot more gigs than I've been doing in the last bit. In June, I had way many gigs. I had sometimes two gigs a weekend, not just every single weekend, and even a few more. In July, I cut back and just did a few and just have been focusing on summer is such a fleeting thing here. I live in the Boston area. And when the weather's beautiful, it's nice just to be out there and doing summer things. So I gave myself that gift. And my next gig is on August 8th. And there's a place in Salem, New Hampshire called Field of Dreams. And there's a songwriter showcase that I'm going to be performing in then. So, and pretty soon it will be time for ISSA in Atlanta. That's coming up really quickly.
I listened to your track. You're not alone.
Hmm.
It was pretty good. What influenced it?
What influenced it? A number of different things. For one, I was standing outside Wild Wings with Demetrius and Constantine a few years ago, and I just got this feeling that I wanted to write a song for me and Demetrius to sing. And then the song just came on its own. But what the song is about is a very human yearning for soul deep, lifelong, lasting love. And I think everybody wants that. Many people feel alone. You know, some people feel like they've never had that kind of deep love. Some people have had it and lost it. Some people have a kind of love, but it's not really that kind of love. So I think many people yearn for that, and few people have it, and few people have it for a long time. So it just came from the heart and is something that many people can relate to.
Yeah, these days it's more lust than love.
Unfortunately, you're absolutely right. Yeah, that's well, a third of all men and 25% of all women have AI boyfriends and girlfriends. That's what, and I hate to tell you, but it's not the same. It's just, I mean, they may be there 24/7 and they may tell you what you want to hear because they're an AI, but it's not the full human embodied experience of like sitting next to a person and snuggling, or watching a movie together, or even having a person, if you kiss them they're actually there and have lips, as opposed to an AI that doesn't. So
Let's take a listen to it.
mhm.
We're born alone, we die alone, but there's a whole life full of time in between. Life can be hard, life can be cold, but there's a warmth inside our hearts that we yearn to share. You must be out there somewhere, in the stars or the sky, or the turning of the earth. I close my eyes in prayer that my heart-felt call will travel through time.
We walk alone, we dream alone, but deep down inside, we don't want to go to sleep alone. I know you're there, I feel your touch. You run your fingers down my hand, and then you run them through my hair. You must be out there somewhere, in the stars or the sky, or the turning of the earth. I close my eyes in prayer that my heart the meaning of our gaze is now the window to our souls.
I hold your hand, you hold my heart. Though the journey is just begun, I know that we are home.
You must be out there somewhere in the stars of the sky, or the turning of the earth.
I close my eyes in prayer that my heart will call. We'll travel through time to you.
We are not alone.
I am not alone.
You are not
Vocals was pretty good on that.
Thank you. Yeah, yeah. I
Y'all
thought
made
that I thought that Demetrius and I made a really good duo.
do you get any other songs, concerts, and what's next?
Well, my next concert is the August 8th one, and on my piano are 3 half-written songs. One's almost written, so more songs are being written as we speak. And another thing that's exciting in October, on October 1st, I'm going to be having a Dolby Atmos listening party for Queen of the Angels, which is really exciting. It's around when the first round of Grammy voting is. So I'm going to be excited to have some people get to hear it in the immersive sound. I did a listening party in Dolby Atmos in Nashville in mid-May when I was down there recording for my 2027 album, and some of the people who played on the album were there. In fact, on You're Not Alone, we have 2 pretty extraordinary people. Rhonda Vincent, who is really royalty at the Grand Ole Opry, is playing mandolin. You hear her at the beginning and at the end. She's doing it. And her fiddler, Adam Haynes, opens up with gorgeous, gorgeous fiddle lines. So I was so grateful to have them on the album. And they were both at the Dolby Atmos event. And Isaac Velasquez, who is the percussion person, you can hear him strongly on You're Not Alone. He was there. I have a funny song on the album called Gardener's Lament that's all about a hedgehog and a jackrabbit eating my entire garden, which is a true story. And Ernie Gonzalez, who's a fantastic accordion player, who's on that track, he was at the party. So it was really nice to have some of Lou Molich, who plays bass and acoustic guitar and electric guitar on the album, he was at the listening event. So it's really, really fun to celebrate with some of the people who made it in Dolby Atmos.
Do you create for your fans or for yourself?
I would say a little of each and neither. What I feel like is there are things that just sort of strike me. It could be something someone said. That's how the song Silence came. Someone said something, a story about an estrangement with his mom and her sister, and that led to a song. In the case of You're Not Alone, I just wanted to write something for me and Demetrius, and that's what came. Gardener's Lament, it really happened, And so, AI boyfriend, that came because I was at a music conference and one of my musical colleagues took me aside and said, "Want to see my AI girlfriend?" And I said, "Really?" And he said, "Yeah." And he showed me his AI girlfriend and the song was born. So all different things. The title song of the 2027 album, Better Than This, is one of the social impact songs I write. I write a lot of social impact songs, and that's about really trying to help people find the best in them and bring it forward in our crazy mixed up world. So all different things inspire my songs.
Okay. Where's the weirdest place you ever wrote a song at?
Now that's an interesting question because the first time I was a professional singer songwriter when I was in my early 20s, that was before people had iPhones to carry around. I would just be driving somewhere, it could be anywhere, and all of a sudden a song seed would come to me, and I'd have to like pull over on the side of the road, grab some scrap of paper that was somewhere, try to find a pen and just like scrawl it down. So I couldn't tell you where some of those places were, but some of them were probably pretty strange because like when you're just driving anywhere and a song seed hits, you got to pull over. So that when I used to do that, that I could say might have produced some of the strangest places I've written songs.
Um, all right. Um, if what's the best advice you ever been given as an artist?
That's an interesting question. I've had two chapters in my professional singing life. And the first was when I was pretty young, and it stopped when I became a single mom and had to raise my now young adult son with no child support and had a mom with Alzheimer's. So when I started creeping my way back in, when my son was 12, I couldn't take it anymore and I needed to start creeping back, but I couldn't really creep back until he was older than that. But I started to go for vocal coaching with an amazing woman who was in Massachusetts. Her name is Rebecca Parrish. She's unfortunately no longer with us, and she was really a very great jazz song interpreter. And she had a gigantic heart. And I'd come in, and all I'd do was cry. And she said, "You need to cry through your song until you can sing your song."
Mm.
And I took that to heart, and it's very true. I cried more in her lessons than I sang, but it's really what I needed to reclaim something I really loved. My first language was music, and something I hadn't been able to do because my life circumstances didn't allow it. So I think when she told me I have to cry through my songs before I can sing them, that was probably the best advice I've been given.
Okay. So like have the writing a song, it's an outlet for you to put it down on paper.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, sometimes it's a humor outlet like Turkey Social Dance or Gardener's Lament or AI Boyfriend. Those are funny, so that's a whole different thing. But there are others that are much more personal and much deeper.
Okay. If you was a CD, what would you be called?
Straight from the heart.
Hmm. Okay. Um, where can people go and see your videos, music, and events?
Sure. My YouTube channel has tons of content. It's LSMHEART, LSM Heart. And everything from my albums, studio videos, bits of performances. Sometimes, hey, I just wrote a song. I'm at my piano here. I'm doing it on my iPhone. Here's a song, all kinds of content. I've had some videos made for songs that are there. So LSM Heart on YouTube is a great place to check out everything under the sun. My albums get put there too. People who listen to all the streaming platforms, most everything is on there. My first album came out before streaming existed. It was a long time ago when I was very, very young. So that one, I don't know how people can listen to because I have a few, that was back in the day of the tape before 1990. That dates me before 1990. So those are harder to come by, but all the other ones that came out on CD, I think are on digital platforms.
See, wait things going and might come back.
You never know, really, truly.
I never thought the albums would come back, but they did.
Yep. Yeah, I know.
Uh, okay. What's one message you can tell your fans?
If something moves you, follow it. When we follow the things that really move us in our hearts, I believe we're giving to the world what's uniquely ours to give. And I also think it will resonate with other people. And it also is purposeful. I believe that when you live with some sense of purpose and contribution to make the world a better place, not only is it good for your health, it's good for everybody around you. So that's why if something really stirs you, go for it.
Okay. Well, thanks for being on the show today. Yeah, really enjoyed having you.
Thanks so much, Rich. I really appreciate your having me as well. And a couple of my kitties have made cameo appearances too. So